We are here with General Manager and President of Basketball Operations, Danny Ferry. Danny, here we are. First quarter of the season is behind us. The Hawks are sitting at the top of the division, having picked up big wins over the Clippers, the Thunder, and the Grizzlies, some of which came on the road. How would you assess this first part of the season?
I'm happy with how our guys have worked. I think we've started to, obviously made changes to the roster and reset our deck a little bit in that regard for this new CBA. But we've also, I think, raised the standards as far as, guys working on their game. The culture, I think, is growing and getting better. So I feel good about where we are right now. I think the players, the coaches, everyone have really embraced the change that's taken place with the roster and how we're doing things a little bit, and I think set us up for with a good platform going forward.
All right. Well, when you first came to Atlanta, were there any particular goals or ideas of where you wanted to be exactly at this point, and you think you've met those?
Well, when I came, obviously looking at the roster, getting to know the roster, gaining some flexibility, which we've done, but starting to look at our areas, for example, in player development, and really trying to grow and improve in that area. I think we've done that. I think in the medical area, getting a better understanding of that and putting our medical and strength conditioning and player performance in that regard, I think we've really built a nice energy around what we're doing with that, and we'll continue to get better. Those were two areas. I think building a relationship with the coaching staff and getting to know the players. In a lot of ways, things have unfolded nicely. Still a lot of work to do. In a lot of areas, but definitely feel like we've put our time and our resources into areas that'll make a difference. I think they've helped in the short term, but I think they can definitely help in the long term.
You talked about the new roster, plenty of new faces on that roster, and the chemistry that they've been able to build in this short of time is pretty incredible and pretty rare. What do you think is the key to the team's unity?
Well, I think they've worked hard. First of all, they've been unselfish and sacrificed and been willing to do that. They're smart players. A lot of them have good experience being in good programs, and there's talent. And as the season was starting, we sat down and I said, I expect us to be competitive. And saying that, I really meant that. But I also, have hopefully a sense of humility to understand that it's hard. And seasons are fragile, and things have to line up the right way. Thus far, things have unfolded well. There's still a lot of work ahead of us. If we want to be and remain competitive, there's a lot of work ahead of us. And I'm optimistic and confident that this group will continue to work and grind away at giving ourselves a good season.
Well, with this up-tempo style of ball that the Hawks are playing, there's been lots of talk about the backcourt and Lou Williams, Devin Harris, and Jeff Teague. Talk about these three guys and what you've seen from them this far. They've
been very important to our success. Having two ball handlers out there all the time that can think and make plays is very important. All of them capable of scoring the basketball or setting up other people. It just has been a nice, combination. I know people were, how are all these small guys going to play together a little bit, but I felt very comfortable that it could be successful, that it would really help Al and Josh in particular. Having the shooters has given those little guys some space as well. So again, it's not an exact science, but it's certainly, if you get good people that are talented, that are willing to sacrifice and work hard, generally good things can happen, and that's so far what's happened. And again, to the point, we've got a lot of work ahead of us, though.
All right, 1, 2, 3, hard work.